going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dirty Shore Underground. This is the first episode since October.
Woo.
For everybody that's watching at home or watching online on Facebook, this guy over here.
This guy right here.
This guy right here.
This guy.
The General.
As they say.
My motherfucking brother.
That is always.
Tony Steele.
What's going on? How you feeling, man? It's great to be here. Great to see this big, brand new kickoff. And we want to thank you in advance for all the support, for those who supported the program up until this point. And, you know, we just want to keep it going, man. Just want to keep it going.
And this is kind of like a long time coming. And while I'm sad that Rob's not here no more, because I've enjoyed plenty of his comments on the show. But it's been a long search, you know. Who am I going to get to be my new co-host? Who can be my opposite when I want to go way outside the box and try to bring it back to reality? And who can be a talker when I really don't want to talk? So, I mean, and I have days like that, but nobody better than having Tony here. We've done radio shows together in the past, going way 10, 11 years, HatchetRadio.com, with him and Abstract, and then the Raised Radio, we did that a couple times because I was with them for a little bit.
Yeah, we went through the Beat Riders, we went through Iron Army, still in the Iron Army, you know, and wow. Yeah, we go back a long, long ways. We
go back before the music, which is a crazy thing, and you know I think that's why we have that chemistry sitting there. And you know, every time we get together, it's always fun. Regardless of what we do. There's not an Abstract show that I've ever been to and not had fun with Tony and the guys, or, you know, just hanging out. We've just hung out. You know, Tony used to come to my grandmother's barbecues, and we would just, he came to one of my friend's 21st birthday, and that was a really crazy day.
It was an amazing day.
Crazy day.
Yes.
So.
But I wanted to make sure that I heard you right. You said that I was the new co-host?
Yes, you are the new co-host.
I am the new co-host.
You are the new co-host.
I am the new co-host.
And Tasha, if she ever wants to jump in, she can be the co-host host.
Good. This is devastating. Well, first thing I want to say, new co-host right here.
And if you're watching on YouTube, the reason you were saying that is because we're also streaming from Facebook right now through the laptop. So
yes,
you can catch us anywhere.
Absolutely anywhere. East.
But yeah, we had some fun times, man. If you hit us a message, I'll send you a link. We got like a 3-hour-long video that Tasha held the camera for. Just sitting outside in the yard, bullshitting. And this was when Obama was running for president the first time. So think about how old that is.
Good. Yes, sir. Wow. Wow, man.
And I think that was real early in the campaign too. So.
Yeah, I'm proud of his work. I'm proud of his work. I'm proud of his spirit.
I'll never forget the sleepless weekend in Elmira, New York, neither.
Wow. Yeah, that was devastating.
Shout
out to Elmira, you know what I mean? Y'all in the building. Always treated us good. Always treated us good.
Those super cheap Jaeger bombs, man. I was wide awake for 2 days off of all those monsters. I spent $100 on that shit. And I was getting them for like $1.50. So think about how much I drank.
Man, look, I remember that too, because, you know, I'm in the back thinking to myself, man, Diddy is balling. He fucking balling. Like, he's spinning that, like, should I stop him? He's going out there. How's he going? I was like, wow. Dumb, man.
One thing's for sure, nobody's ever had a bad time while I was drinking unless they were somebody I didn't like.
Oh, yeah, no, man, we always had fun, man. We always had fun. It was always an entertaining time.
Some of those best nights were at Cactus Club. I'm not going to lie, you know, for saying something. Being on the road with you guys a little bit. I mean, you know, everybody that came You know, it knew you guys to an extent. Mm-hmm. And it was just all love, and it was just like a big family. And every time I went, I met somebody new through either you or Wally. And, you know, all these people were all so cool. Some of the nights I don't really remember. That Halloween costume party when I acted like Wally, I don't remember that one at all. But I got the pictures from it. I woke up the next day and was like, what the hell did I do?
Man, look, I'll tell you this, man. Oh, Robert shared. Did you see that? Did you say that? And I missed it. Is this what
I think he just did that.
Oh.
He might be watching.
Well, thank you, sir. And thank you, Facebook, for building an audience for us. What?
Now she was pointing at the thing at the bottom. I think she thought that was a comment. You see where it says thanks for joining the DSUG?
No.
Yes. This is on the YouTube. The comments will be on the right side. See, we got 3 people watching on there right now.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. So, how about we take a chance to talk about what we got coming up next, the next few episodes. What do we have? What's online? What's online for DSUG?
Well, we're definitely hitting the Iron Army tip because, as you can see, for people watching,
cheap plug. I don't care what you think. Kiss my ass.
It ain't never cheap. We charge bitches.
All the way.
Unless you're family. If you're family, you can get on for free.
Yes, and no filter.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All the time. It's only gotten us in trouble a couple times during the radio days, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We all worked that shit out.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
I think Tasha remembers.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Yeah, we got you brought me a new CD.
Yes, Boss Code.
And I thought that was you on verse 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's
Tony has a voice twin, apparently.
No, absolutely not, man. I mean, he got
as soon as that shit started, I was like, oh, there's Tony, and that's when I hit you with the message. And then I'm like halfway through the verse, and you're like, oh, that's not me.
Absolutely not. I just did the mix on it. See, it's fun because like when you have a relationship with people that you work with and you share the same passions with, you know, you can tell the difference between, you know, where you at, where you want to be, and what the transition is. You got to work on the craft to make it better. So you're going to have things that are going to be good, but they're also in transition to where you're going to. So, but Tommy J is so devastating that, you know, when he decides the transition, it's still there, you know. Mm-hmm. It's still there. It's a cool cut. It's a respect the old school, but the style is devastating. So yeah, I really like it. I'm burping. For those who are wondering why when I'm talking, I'm actually burping and belching within my throat. You said, "Excuse me." Is that something I should say? Mama Bear is correcting my social etiquette.
I keep hearing my mother laugh. I'm sorry, it's fucking me up a little bit.
So I'm just going to say,
my mom is watching the live streams from another room, so occasionally you might hear her laugh, whether this be video or audio later.
And if you see me look down, it's just to make sure that
we got
multiple things, shots, you know, but you know, and I just shaved my hair, or should I say, my wife hooked me up.
I miss the Super Saiyan days.
Oh yeah, well you know.
Those were some good promos.
Yes, but gray is a mastery of one's craft. And that's what I have. But I dare you to try me! Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna have to put this bait down.
I'm sorry, I'm jamming with someone else.
Man, stop, you guys. No, we ain't gonna get in trouble.
No trouble at all.
The FDA can't do shit to us on the internet. At least not yet.
Not yet. Maybe one day. No, but in real talk, so what have you been up to since, you know, since the rebalancing?
The rebalancing?
Yes.
For those that don't know, new podcasts, new co-hosts, new visuals. Just been working on getting my shit back together, you know, getting these podcasts going again. I always loved doing the radio station back in the day, especially when I had you or Abstract on and whatnot. Those were some of the funnest ones. I mean, there was one real great one when I actually got Matt to get drunk as shit, Mayday. Mm-hmm. That was a great one. He tried to rap a DMX song and it didn't go very well. It was 2 minutes of, yeah, and I'm leaning on the wall, gone off aftershock. Sliding down it, laughing my ass off at him. And about an hour later, like if you could still find my MySpace page, you will find a picture of Matt somewhere on there just passed out, one leg on the floor, quarter of his body on the actual bed, and it was funny. And I was still doing the radio show in the middle of it. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, we had 5 listeners. But it was fun.
Fun is definitely what it's supposed to be about. But I'm going to talk about real quick something that ain't so damn fun. You know? And there's so many people, especially these mumble rappers. Let me just go and jump on into this. You've been waiting for it to happen anyway, so it's getting ready to happen right now. You can't be talking when you're not understood. I just don't.
Can it even count as a verse if you don't actually say a single word?
I mean, no. It doesn't have any, what you want as a person who wishes to speak for a living. Is for the things that you say to have some type of relevance across the time that you're here, beyond the time that you're here. Mm-hmm. You can't do that when all you talk about is about the moments. The moments you talk about have to be moments that are relevant to all that are feeling the emotion you feeling at the time you're creating. You follow that? You see what I'm saying? You gotta follow that. You gotta follow that. I mean, you know, I'm not fronting nor am I upset at anybody that's getting paper and doing their thing, and everything has to go through and what is you raising your hand for? This ain't school.
I'm coming in there.
What did you
We told you you're sitting
there.
Oh, here we go.
What are you doing?
Tasha got something to say. Here we go.
Oh Lord, my arm. Wait, come on.
This is Tasha, everybody. Tony Steele's wife.
What he really want to say is everybody that's making all that mumble jumble, we cannot understand it. It doesn't mean anything. We need old hip hop to come back. That's what he's trying to say.
97.5 live, baby.
Yes.
That's where it is.
And she's like, that's Jonathan Moloch shit right there.
Man, yo, yes. Mo, my brother, man. He's always been around the curve. That's the only way that you can survive. Is by understanding what's coming. You don't have to be afraid of what's coming because you're here because of what you've been through. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And after all you've been through in your entire life, no matter how big or small it may seem, you're still here. So when it comes to surviving bad days, you're running at about 100% if you're still on this earth. Can't get much better than that.
People.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's real talk, little gem, little drop, little gem and little drop. Little gem and little drop. Yeah, man, but everything is still rolling as it's rolling.
Yeah, I mean, we've been keeping it going for 10 plus years. So.
Yeah, wow. Could.
And I get involved in as much as I can and shit. Promo, I've made pictures and all of that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We do what we can to keep each other lifted. We're all trying to get out there together.
Yo, in prophecy, I need to meet the son.
I still haven't met him myself, to be honest with you. Yo, I missed the first birthday party and I feel really bad about it.
Man, look. I'm not blaming you for this because I myself as well am a father of 2, a husband, and a busy man. However, I would like very soon to meet the child of the prophet.
I prophet.
Yes, this is very, very...
I think that's what he's going by now.
I prophet. Well, you already know.
I can't read lips. Grandparents? Am I missing something right here?
About to be grandparents.
Yes. Wish you stop sidebarring my conversation.
You don't want to acknowledge that you're about to be a grandparent. Is that what that is?
No, that's not what this is. You know, I'm very, very happy.
Otherwise.
I'm very, very happy about this.
You're not ready to feel that old, though.
I really don't feel it. This is the mystery that is me. I am still feeling, you know, spry.
Somewhere between 21 and 35.
I'm jiggy with it. I don't know if you can put an age number on how I feel.
You feel in the moment.
I feel blessed, my brother. I am.
Fast and Furious said to live our lives a quarter mile at a time, so.
See, man, I get that same feeling even when I'm taking a shit. I'm excited. Fuck yeah, I'm ready to shit.
Get it done and get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way. Now look, okay, then let's go here. Since the door is open. I mean, what actually in your life feels better than ejaculation and taking a shit? Maybe peeing when you've held it a really long time.
True that.
Right.
When we were going down Ohio, man, I had to hold it for so fucking long.
You try to go to sleep. And hope to God you don't piss your pants. That's what. There's nowhere to stop.
Rod's going to listen to this shit in a couple days and be like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, you know. This is not what it is. So I guess I'm really not as sorry as I would make it to be.
Like Tech 9 says, sorry and shit.
Hey. Yeah, a lot of
sorry, not sorry.
Oh man. A lot of interesting things going on that's happening. Got so much of an update with some products, new products coming out from Iron Army. The Boss Code project, which
even without us being in the same room together, they'll be able to find this out a lot quicker now, because you are now an admin on the DSUG Facebook page. So
absolutely.
As long as they're tuning into that, they're always going to know what's going on with Iron Army too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great. See, I'm in a crazy place with this because, like, what I have coming to me, the actual product that we're getting ready to bring out, I want to say so much about, because it's really, really, really cool. And I really would like to involve others that are serious. However, because of the patent still in the works, I can't say anything. Or it's messed up. It's crazy.
Well, in all fairness, I wanted to try eating that stuff that Rey Mysterio eats for his meals. It's nutrition something, and they can be found on Twitter and Instagram. But I discovered him and a lot of wrestlers eat these meals when they're on the road because they're healthy, they're packed with protein and stuff like that. I mean, there's not a lot there, but if that's what your stomach's used to, it's going to make you feel full. So.
Right.
And I've seen, on their Instagram where they have the before and after pictures of people trying out this program. And it's great. It would be something to get me started, before cooking my own healthy meal, because I got to find recipes that I like and all that stuff. And so far, I got 2 from the DDP Yogo, which we'll get into that during the next podcast, because that goes hand in hand with what the next podcast is about.
Well, I'll tell you this. Well, you got, instead of looking for things that you like, look for things that you can tolerate, because it's not going to be easy nowhere around the board. So at every opportunity you have, discontinue delusioning yourself that it's going to taste great and be what you want all the time. That's why it always boils down to what you want, and how you want it. You can get it, but you have to, you know, dedicate. But with training, what I like is that, you know, when you dedicate yourself to training, or you dedicate yourself to making a physical change, it has to go through all three chambers of what is in order for it to be. You have to think it, you have to believe it, and then you do it. You know what I mean? No matter how you categorize that, it has to go through phases before it can be brought out. So, you know, I remember taking protein when it tasted like chalk.
Tried it. I gave you a thing. Some
right.
shit I tried.
But see, but that was delicious to me because
maybe because I remember it was new to me.
Yeah, but this was like, I mean, like I'm talking like 89, 90. Chalk. Chocolate tasted like black chalk.
Unfortunately, I know how chalk tastes. So.
Mouth full of dirt and shit.
We were all kids once, don't judge.
But I drank it. That's crazy.
There wasn't much we didn't drink as a kid.
Yeah,
if it was sitting out, it was free game. I could show you pictures of. Mom could show you some pictures. Mom, you might have to show Tasha that picture of me hitting the keg at 2 years old.
Devastating. See, and this is what's funny to me because like I can relate. I know social services would probably come after me for this.
Definitely now, but back then, you know, 80s and early 90s and stuff like that, parents were a whole different thing. They weren't little pussy ass bitches.
Well, I mean, you know, we was in a weird place. You know what I mean? Because it was like in the 70s, I was just a kid. I wasn't born until 72. But so things was crazy. That's why so many of us got fucked up. Because in the 70s, you went from leaving your doors open all night, no matter where you
having
were.
To lock everything the fuck up.
Having to lock everything the hell up, and you don't remember how it got this way.
Media?
You know? No, because, man, there wasn't a whole lot of us that had TVs. I mean, I had a TV.
Don't matter back then, the newspapers and shit was big media, so.
Well, yeah, of course. But what was the only thing that was holding us down? Oh, man, am I going to bless you with this one? Only thing that was holding us down was music. Now, music was holding us down because that's how people got their true, real information. You see what I mean? That's how I came through.
Are you trying to be on the podcast right now?
Huh?
I don't know what the hell to tell you. Are you on Facebook or YouTube? You have to make an account. I don't know what to tell you then. Just text one up. Text 10 of your comments on a Facebook message.
Where's my phone? My phone's right here.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so, no, we were talking and, hold on. Look, I gotta take a little quick time out. You know what I mean? 97.5 is live right now. You know what I mean? I always support my brother, so I want to let him know that I'm in the building, that we watching.
This is Moloch, by the way. Oh, look, Mom figured it out. She got it.
Good.
She's on YouTube. She sees us. Well, it's more about the audio. They'll hear the audio.
Oh, yeah. This is 97.5. You know what I mean? This station all about real hip-hop. It's killing the show right now. So they already played probably. This is live from 97.5. This is Jonathan Moloch. You know what I'm saying? This is Boss Code Navadio, which is Pilo Picasso. He's in the building. You can't see this. But this is their live feed.
I don't know. He might be watching.
Yeah.
He could be watching this or that at this point.
Right. I'm going to share this out.
What's my like bumping? That looks like some old school stuff right there.
Absolutely. See, he's doing it the same way we're doing it, kind of. There's a camera that's on that, the DJs and stuff like that. And this is his camera, but you can also stream 97.5. Mm-hmm. So, like 4 to 7, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, definitely, man, came up right down the street from me on Pond Street. Been friends, drank my first beer with this guy. Been tightened up ever since. That they knew what he was capable of, man. They quit messing around. This guy, you know what I mean? He's amazing.
And he gonna get a message on the DSUG.
That's right. That's right.
Cross promotion. Maybe he'll mention this one day. Oh, I kind of wish he could hear us in his ear right now. That'd be some fun stuff.
Yeah. You guys see this. Y'all gotta see what's going on there while it's still. You see that? That's live. That's live.
Man, come on. You better beat it. Who can do it but 97.5? Nobody else. R. Kelly will be on the shore, y'all. No question. Stop the choking. R. Kelly will be on the shore officially May 14th. Go to the Civic Center now and get your tickets. Believable. Believable. The king of R&B is coming to the Eastern Shore. Believe it.
You heard that. This is real. I'm trying to get on that jump. We all trying to get on. Just let you know, here first, whoever's watching and loving it, this is real. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, one of the best backline and Congo players you'll ever find. Anywhere. See, that's crazy how his show is going to be just fueling ours for a second, but this is how everybody's getting back, giving back, networking, helping one another, getting everybody out here. So y'all heard it, May 14th. R. Kelly coming to the shore. This is who we roll with. And we keep it down to earth because it's a blessing to be able to say it. I see I'm going to do that.
That way he still gets the view. He turned the sound off.
Right. Keep my view going.
But we are going to bounce off of this episode and set up for episode 2, so we ain't got to do a whole bunch of video editing later.
That's right.
Keep your eye on Dirty Shore Underground on Facebook and Twitter. Episode 2 will be coming in a couple minutes.
Is Stickman dead in The Walking Dead?
Stickman.
The Stickman.
Morgan?
Yes.
No.
Good.
But Glenn is, like I said he would be during that episode.
See, but Glenn put himself in an impossible situation. He was surrounded on a dumpster. They're going to overtake him. He ran out of bullets.
That. He survived that.
Yeah, but he knew whatever was coming next was going to be devastating.
It was episode 1 of season 7, which was the last time that me and Rob actually recorded, and we did it because of, you know, we found out who was going to die in the first episode. Because he was busy trying to get ready for moving to LA. Nasty. And, you know, we did it, and we were by the end of the season, we were both right, because we kept saying, he was like, all right, you might have me on Glenn, but I think there's like one other person. And so we both ended up being right at the end of it with who was going to die.
Right.
And it was very fun. And the memes I've seen after the United Airlines shit, they had Negan in the middle of the airplane with, and another picture below it of Glenn, since it was an Asian guy that was on the airplane. I was like, man, that's so wrong, but I'm gonna share it. It's funny.
Devastation. Yeah.
But stay tuned. We're coming back with episode 2 here in the next few minutes. And yes, we know the banners keep falling because if you fuck with the robots, they fall.
Is that something I did?
When you were up there, yeah. Huh. See, I'm used to three banners being there, so I'm trying to just do this to prove a point. And for everybody that's just listening to audio, that's all about what we do live streams when we podcast. For the podcast, you can hear them on almost any audio format, from iTunes to Amazon to Stitcher. Dog Catcher, I think, is one of them. I can't remember all of them because there's so many, but if you go to dirtyshoreontheground.com, you'll find all that information there.
I wonder what the meaning of dog catcher actually is.
I've been wondering that since the first time Rob said it.
Nothing of this has anything to do with the catching of dogs.
But where can they find you at online?
At Facebook.
Under?
Oh, yes, Iron Army. You can also check me out at www.weareironarmy.com. A lot of advertising, people want to just plop their names down on there, you know. Fuck you, WordPress. Otherwise, please come by, check us out. Definitely check us out on Facebook. Be on the lookout for our Instagram and more videos from Boss Code. You're killing it right now.
And you can find Dirty Shore Underground on all your social medias. Most of them, you can just search Dirty Shore UG for short. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We had a Snapchat for like 5 minutes, but who wants to see fucking retarded ass pictures that I post just to make that social platform viable?
And it disappears. I mean, if you're not doing anything that's just like socially or politically incorrect, why?
You need like some girls to show their titties, so like it's like 1 million views in 24 hours.
I'm not going to die.
I'm saying what the fuck I want. But anyway, stay tuned to Dirty Shore UG on Facebook. We will be coming back with another live stream in the next 5 minutes. We're going to take a short break, get our heads together, and roll right back with you.
All right now.
Rob Cheek is... Hold on. Wait.
Everything he just said in the last few minutes, we're going to absolutely ignore because the great Rob Cheek is on the phone. Rob.
Hey, what is going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
I jumped in right at the end of the episode here. I couldn't let the episode end without getting my voice in. As you know,
I knew it was coming.
The heart and soul of the podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm happy to see that you guys are back. I'm glad that I finally got a Twitter update that said, hey, DSUG is live once again.
Absolutely. It is the most momentous occasion. I'm sorry you could only get in at the... Oh, man, because, you know, we've been shouting you out. You, Corey, all the time. The entire time.
Please keep doing that. Please continue to give us a shout out. I really appreciate that.
The shout out has to happen.
I want everybody to get excited. I'm 3,000 miles away, and I am super excited for new episodes of Dirty Shore. So I hope everybody who's listening to this is going to make sure to get up on their podcatchers, the iTunes, Dog Catcher, Stitcher, and what they want them to do is to make sure they subscribe to the podcast so they get new episodes every time they drop. That way you're watching it live and you're getting the episodes as they come.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm looking at the Facebook stats right now, and it says the live stream's been watched 41 times. Only 14 of those were less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's been on a 23-minute average with a peak of 2 at a time for the Facebook version, which is pretty cool. People in and out, and it's been the same thing with, you know, the PlayStation, YouTube, which I got the damn banner to work somehow today.
I see the banner. It's up.
It was
I think that that is. I mean, you went from one host who had massive social media reach, you know, who's at the pinnacle of this social media empire, and if you had to replace him, there's only one person I think who could make even an effort to try and have that kind of reach. And it's that man who's sitting next to you right now.
And that's what we said right at the beginning of the podcast, bro.
Rob, thank you so much.
We said that right at the beginning of the podcast.
If there was somebody who was going to replace me, there's only one man who could do it. Superman is the only man who could do it.
And we recognize you repping Iron Army at the gym over there on the West Coast.
I know it. I see it going down, man. Look, I can't thank you enough. Every time I had an opportunity to just share some space with you, whether we were doing a podcast or whether we were working on the Anthem, which was just like amazing. We had a great time. You know, so much got missed before we even hit the record button, you know? So, I mean, it's just a real honor. It's a real privilege, you know, to be considered and for us to have made this connection. So, and always wish you nothing else but the most success possible.
Absolutely, and you as well. And I will continue to be repping Iron Army at the gym, whether it's playing basketball or lifting or running every single day here at the gym in California, so that everybody gets an idea. And I always do tell them, I know you guys went through your spots there, so they know the website, they know where to find you. They can get the same gear that I have. So I'll make sure that everybody knows that. So everybody needs to check that out.
Man, you're the man. You are the man.
And since we got you on the phone, can we get one last buy Rob's books and where to find everybody on the podcast?
Oh, so you want the whole spiel?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you're checking out DirtyShoreUnderground.com. Make sure you check out at DirtyShoreUG on all your social networks. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and make sure that you're following along with at the Anthem, because the Dirty Shore Underground podcast is part of the OD Anthem digital network. And of course, if you have an opportunity, if you want to show me some love from 3,000 miles away, go on Amazon and check out my books, which are available. And the one that Kenny has been seeking for so long,
The Cause,
is in editing, and it hopefully will be out by summertime. So
Mom says she wants that book.
But guys, congratulations on the new episode. Much love and much success for your future episodes. I hope that everything goes smoothly. I'm here for you as always, and I hope that the crew listening out there is as supportive as I'm going to be.
Thanks,
you.
man.
Yes, sir. My man.
Thanks for calling in, man. It's been a blast.
Amazing. Man.
Have a good one.
Man, amazing. And the superhero spiel that he's doing, right? That he's done. Have you checked that out yet?
On Facebook?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
The superhero show that he had, where they were depicting.
Hero Text?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude, I loved it. We talked about it for like 3 weeks in a row.
You know what I'm saying, man? I need a role, man. You know what I mean? I can be a son of Superman or something. You know what I mean? I can be preaching that gospel of Krypton. You feel me? I do that. I'll be the ones out there, like, you know what I mean? You know, like the black Hebrew Shalom that's out there, you know, speaking the gospel. I can do the same thing and be very funny. It'd be funny. It'd be interesting.
I think Tasha's trying to disagree over there.
She's putting a T for Tony, not time out.
That's what I was thinking.
What is it can I do for you?
If you want to talk, you got to be in front of the camera.
Is that all it ever took?
I just had a question about his book.
Well, ask a question.
Which one? Which book?
I don't know. I didn't know he wrote books.
Yeah. Go on Amazon. And search Robert N. Cheek.
Robert N. G.
N. Cheek.
Oh,
Yes.
N. Cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Robert N. Cheek is my hero.
And check out Foe,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm saying it right. It's like 50 Shades of Grey to the 10th degree, from what I hear. Because there's a murder plot in the story. I haven't read that book yet. I've been waiting for the calls. But since Rob keeps stalling me, I guess I'm going to have to read that one, even though I don't want to know about his sex life that he keeps insisting was part of the story throughout the thing, so.
Oh, that's why you get the book writer.
No, he writes good stuff. And he tells great stories. If you go back to old Dirty Shore Underground podcast and you look up the calls, times we've talked about the calls, every time he's talked about it, he's been consistent about it. One night it happened, it was during the Walking Dead podcast.
And it just came right up.
No, well, the person didn't call that night. We never tried the Black X thing at that point, but, you know, we were talking about the story beforehand. It wasn't actually on the podcast. You know, some people in the room were freaked out and others weren't. Well, 2 minutes into the podcast, we got a hacker in the room. Who kept booting our shit offline. This was over Walking Dead, because it was when Glenn had fell off the dumpster. And as soon as it ended, we went live. Our first thing was hashtag Glenn's not dead. So I think this guy was just pissed off that we spoiled it. But at the start, we say spoilers. And if you're in California or Texas and it ain't came on over there yet, why are you on YouTube watching videos that's going to spoil something for you?
Right.
But he sent us Domino's, but unfortunately he didn't pay for it.
So is this the second time?
Now we're going to click off of it and restart. So with that in mind, stay tuned. We're coming back in a couple minutes. I know we rambled on a little bit, but there's some stories that you'll find out on the highlight video whenever Rob decides to put it up.
That's right. We're going deeper than Atlantis. You know what I mean? Having a good time. Appreciate y'all.